There's a lot of work left to do. A lot of tiles to put in. But we're getting stuff cleaned up after all the rains. Good morning. This is part of my ongoing series of renovating a house in La Paz. I bought this really great house with a huge property in Guerrero, Colonia Guerrero, 5 minutes from the Malecon. You may have seen some of my other videos about it. It's a fantastic area. It's a beautiful neighborhood. It's just a huge property. It's 1,080 square meters, which works out to a quarter of an acre for those of you that aren't thinking in meters. And this is what you get. You get a property in Guerrero. You can find big lots like this for under 200,000. Okay. It's got a lot of trees on it. I had to cut some of these branches. They were way overgrown, and we had to get a truck in here, you know, with an excavator and do some demo work. You could go back to my first video. It looks a lot different, let me tell you. But this just got some beautiful trees. Palo de Arco. Got some young palms coming in, but these beautiful mature neem trees, they're just fantastic. They're evergreen, whether it's raining or not. So is this. And darn it if I didn't forget the name of it. But this is a very medicinal tree that helps your liver, your kidneys. These, you make a tea with it. This is a Chile de Arbol, full of flowers and ready to rock. It's very happy in here. This is Palo de Arco, natural desert plant, evergreen, needs very little water. Here we have a lemon tree, and it was nearly dead, but we've managed to save it. I've been giving the plants water, which has made a huge difference for the poor things. Back here, the property had basically a shop. I think they were doing some metal work and some stuff like that. We've cleaned it up. It had an old roof on it that was really deteriorated and beat up, so we took it off, and I'll put something new on here to shade it up. The idea was to do some more cabins and things on it. There's the old shop in here. It's basically just storage. For those of you that have seen it before, I hope I don't bore you too much, but you can see it's a lot more cleaned up now. Got some stuff that was worth saving, some old tiles. So it's a little bit cleaner. The yard, it was overgrown so much with these rains, and it's crazy because you think this desert, you think this is just sand, but it's much more than sand. It is the richest soil. It's incredible, and it grows just everything. So once it starts, you get a little bit of rain, all of these plants and weeds and trees and everything come up. They're waist high, and yeah, we have some more Palo de Arcos here. A little bit of rain, but these trees, these neems, are so much happier now that I've been giving them a little bit of water. That's a date palm, really cool tree. They hardly need any water at all, the date palm. Beautiful tree. And these rocks that came with the place, I'll use those. They're really pretty. They're really nice red rocks. Some of them have sedimentary layers in there. Really great, really beautiful. Here, look, he's feeding the bees. He's got some meal out for them, some water. I'm my own personal beekeeper helping me out here. We had a bit of a situation with bees, and of course we've got them safely moved now because they were in a construction area. And so yeah, Bees so important, right? More palm trees here planted. The nopales are really growing like crazy. You gotta have those. They're so good on the grill. And I've talked about all this before. This is more of just an update. My lemon tree, this is an orange tree. The oranges are coming along. They're getting big, green, they're nice. Happy, gotta do some trimming. These are sucker branches, but all in all, it's coming along very good. Very good. So I'm gonna have to go change my clothes. I have a meeting coming up with a client, and I was just helping the boys this morning. I came by to just buy some materials, help them form the plan. I have a small crew. We just do it. I sort of manage the project. I like working that way because I change the plan as I go. Once I get moved in here, it'll be a lot different. Look, the flowers are coming. Got to get that plant in the ground. These are passion fruit, and they're doing very well. Very happy. More chilies, which you can't get enough chilies in my opinion. Yeah, and then these all flowering. Chiltepin and Chile de Arbol. So we're coming. I'm very happy with the progress. Just planted another chili. This is called Chiltepin. And if you can see the little reds on there, those are just the tastiest peppers you can get. My plant here, coming out with some nice new flowers. Beautiful. They're two-tone. They're such a pretty, this plumeria. It's a Hawaiian plant natively, but it loves the Baja. Loves Baja, California. So yeah, we're doing good. We got some little palms happening. The maracuya is just going crazy. I've got to get on the utility, the CFE, and get this changed over. But we're going to be running today and tomorrow, the next few days, some new conduits, new power into the kitchen. Right now, all the tiles in. Have the new sliding door coming in today. It's got tinted glass. So I'm just waiting a little bit. One of my guys had a family emergency, so he's not working on the bathroom today. But it's beautiful. It's going to be great with this tile in. And the color, we'll get the sealer in there, and then we can install the bathroom and the toilet. Arturo, he's just working away on getting ready for the grout. That's going to be great. Get the chamfer in on the top, on the riser piece, and it'll look very lovely. Yeah, I'm really happy with everything. It's just from the early videos, if you would have seen it, you'd just be absolutely blown away at the difference. And yeah, this kitchen, we've got the cabinets are being made right now. So we'll have cabinets going under here, cabinets going under here. We'll have plenty of room for a nice bar stool, a little bit of a couch down in the corner here and a chair. But most of the life here, I find, for me anyway, I don't really want a big living room to hang out in. I'm always outside doing something. I'm out in the yard. I like gazebo or something nice to sit in outside. It gets a little hot here in the summer. Maybe you spend a bit more time inside, but me, I like to get to the beach, or I'm down at the office and we're air conditioned there. Well, I'll have an air conditioner just for the evenings, but yeah, so we're looking good. We're gonna run some sockets in here. I want to put 3 here on this side. We got the one for the stove, that's fine. We got something under there for the carburetor. I'd like another socket here on this wall. That'll work pretty good. It's gonna be pretty soon. I would say a guy will be in here. Oh, I'm thinking we'll be in here in November. I'd like to be living here in November. Really, everything's close inside. I'd say we've got about another 2 weeks time, have the cabinets all in, have a kitchen usable. We'll get this electrical sort of finished, run the plumbing, get that done. I just bought a bunch of sacks of dirt for really cheap. Incredible black, beautiful soil. It's just so rich. So rich, I'd grab it, but my hands will get all dirty. We don't want that. No, just don't. But we do have water here. It's not an issue. We've got 10,000 liter storage. We fill that up. I've also got a small pump in there, but I have a really kick-butt 1.5 horse on-demand pump that we'll be running. So it'll be a pressurized system, and it'll work really good anyways. I just can't wait to get in here. I just love doing these little updates, but you know, probably looks a mess, but to me it is really, really come a long way, you know, from day one. Like I said, I don't have a huge crew on the job, you know, so you have to be patient with it. Here we go in here. We've got, you know, we got the other apartment. We're using basically storing all our tools here. You'll have to pull stuff out of the way a little bit. We're going to run those conduits. They'll punch through this wall, and you can see how the old ways run the wire outside where you need it. We won't be doing that. We'll be putting it inside the wall in a conduit and then punching through here and here and here for the sockets. We got the roof is all plastered and nice. You can see there's still some stuff on the walls. You know, we just took all the loose stuff off right down to the blocks, and you know, some of the concrete had to come out of here. And you can see some of my older videos. It shows the walls where, you know, they were just weak, and we chipped out all of the rotten stuff and fixed it up, you know. This is my hot water heater. These are just amazing hot water heaters. They're solar, and they've got these tubes that go in. These tubes are black with a copper tube inside it, and they go into the tank. They slip into this tank, and that's a lot of hot water. It's 150 gallons. It's a lot. It's a lot of hot water. So, and it's all solar. So we'll get to this apartment. I'm not too worried about it. Right now, it's going to be a rental, a second place to rent, which that was always the idea, was to put rentals here. And in the future, you know, this will be a great rental property. Get a swimming pool in it, you know, a nice house at the back, another casita, maybe two over here, maybe one's here, nice pull-up area, swimming pool. Just a beautiful, beautiful sort of a setting for a little, you know, rental community. You're allowed to build big apartments here, but yeah, for me, I kind of always thought I'd like to live here and just have a little community of rentals. I could leave, maybe, you know, knowing someone's always here, right? Get some, you know, could be Americans, could be Canadians, who's ever's looking for a longer term place and a nice little community. You can fence off a little area for their dog on the side, right? And have, you know, nice little slip of paradise. Like I say, we're only 5 minutes from the Malecon, so you really can't go wrong, right? And then I think we'll probably, you know, just go for, instead of like an Airbnb type of situation, which I've done a lot of in the past. Maybe we'll do one Airbnb, but really I'd like to just do long-term rentals, a little easier to manage, you know. And I'm an agent, I'm an advisor with MexLife Realtors, and it keeps me very busy, very busy. Like I said, I've got to get my clothes changed and go shower up. I have a meeting with a client today. We're going to look at some great properties in the Fetal Paws area. They've basically narrowed it down to these properties, and we've already driven by once. They want to go have a second look, which I think is a fantastic idea. I'm all over it. We'll go have a second look at it, just make sure everything's okay, and then we'll get the offers going in. And we're gonna just, we get it to the lawyer, make the offer, get it to the lawyer, get the due diligence going, check title search, these type of things. Then the next step will be for the lawyer will apply for the fideicomiso, which is their bank trust, right? Which, it can take about up to 30 days to get that approval. And then once we get that approval, we can go down and we can write it in front of the notario. So we'll put a deposit in an escrow account, okay, at 10%, and then it'll go into an escrow account. And when the papers are, the final papers are signed and they transfer the rest into the escrow, get deposited into the customer's account. So it's all very secure that way. Really good way to do it. And we've got just the greatest lawyers. I mean, honestly, there's several great lawyers. We use Jose Gaetan Associates. Fantastic. Just, you can't say enough good things about them. Sandra, his daughter, she's a lawyer as well on the team, and she's just so good, and they're so fast and so thorough and so great. And work with several different notarios, but we definitely have, the best ones with the best prices and the most thorough work. So I'm very happy with the legal side of it. It just takes such a strain off of any sale, knowing you have such a competent crew, great lawyers, and using the great notarios. It's just, for me, it gives me the confidence to tell you, don't worry, we've got this. You're in the right hands. Your closing costs here are 2 to 3%. I would say a good number to have in your head is 3%. You get a nice surprise. It often comes in at 2.5% of the total cost, right? Because there's going to be some closing costs, your fideicomiso. You're going to have, just all the usual costs that come with the closing. But 2.5%, 3% isn't terrible. I've heard some I've bought in properties up north and it cost me more than that. So it's really not a bad closing cost, not a bad situation. And you've got your bank trust, which you can do everything you can do with a regular property. You could set up everything for yourself that you could do with a residential property. You could rent it, you can Airbnb it, you can build on it, you can sell it, right? And you can set up your beneficiary, right? So if something happens to you, it goes directly to your kids. It doesn't go to any probate or anything like that. The fideicomiso just gets transferred to your children, or your spouse or whoever it will be. So that's really great. It's a great system. So it's really cooled down here, which is nice. Once October, near the end of October, there's just a change all of a sudden. There's no more storms coming, no more hurricanes, the humidity drops, and La Paz especially, just an incredible temperature here. All winter long we'll get up in the 90s, 92 degrees, and then at night it'll dip down to in December and that sometimes 65, right? 65, 70 at night, nice and cool and beautiful. You can sleep with just a fan. You don't have to go crazy with the aircon anymore. And the summers get hot, but only for 2.5 months, really. Anyways, just one more shot of my beautiful tree. It is looking so good. I cut the lower branches on it, giving it a bit of water. It is so happy. Wow. Incredible. And my tamarind, wow. Everything's coming. So thanks for watching. If you want to hit a like, great. If you subscribe, I'd love it. It's an ongoing, continuing series. I've got an idea. I want to go show you guys Mercado Bravo. That'll be coming up. I'll do that. I don't know if I'll have time today, but tomorrow for sure. I'll go down to the Mercado Bravo for lunch. I'll show you the great little place you can eat. Oh my God, I won't even tell you what I'm going to order, but You might just absolutely love it. And they have a lot of great food, a lot of great things you can buy there. It's a small market on Nicolas Bravo, and honestly, it is one of the great little gems in La Paz and El Centro. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. That'll come up soon. Meanwhile, all the best. If you're thinking about La Paz, just get down here and see how it is. It's incredible. I've got some great videos where I do my walks on the beach and stuff around El Centro. I'm not a big shopper, but if you're into shopping, oh my gosh, do they have the shops for you and all the great stuff. So anyways, I better get to work. I'm going to be late, but thanks so much for watching, and really appreciate all of you. Can't say how much from my heart. Okay, thanks all. Have a great day. Bye.